So, Emma, we've been talking a lot about some of these state elections, but we also know that there are some primaries tonight that really are going to determine the shift in power potentially in the House.
Absolutely. We just heard from Matt and from Jake there about some of the state legislative races. Obviously really important as well, but we have two primaries tonight that we're following, both U.S. Senate and Connecticut's 4th congressional district here in the state. Those are going to determine the Republican challengers to take on incumbent Senator Chris Murphy and Representative Jim Himes, which, as we know, razor-thin margins in both of the chambers of Congress right now, so that could have some big shift. And we actually have a call that just came in about 10 minutes ago in one of those races. Registered Republicans have now voted to determine who will face, as I said, incumbent Senator Chris Murphy and independent candidate Robert Hyde on the ballot come November. Matthew Corey has been named the Republican Senate candidate, as we said, just in the last 10 minutes or so. Take a look here at the results. Actually, a bit of an upset here. The Associated Press calling it for the Manchester businessman Corey. He did not get the party endorsement at the state GOP convention this year. Connecticut's Republican Party threw their support behind his opposition, Beacon Falls First Selectman Jerry Smith. Smith did pull far ahead really early, right after polls closed, with a lot of support specifically in the Beacon Falls and Southbury areas, but obviously Corey has really held on to his lead across the state. And in the southwestern corner of Connecticut, that other race there, Republican voters in the 4th district casting their ballots for who will challenge longtime incumbent U.S. Representative Jim Himes. The choices there were Greenwich Dr. Michael Goldstein and the state Tea Party leader Fairfield's Bob McGuffey Goldstein. Currently ahead, though, still a close race there, about 57 to 43%. But of course, just over about half the votes counted and reported for the 4th district race. Here's a look at what we're still waiting on. Another important thing to remember tonight, voter turnout was low. It's usually always low, especially in primaries here. So every vote really mattering tonight. We could see the district race get even closer. And not only does this determine who goes up against Himes, who's been in office for 15 years now, if a Republican were to unseat Himes, the 4th district, as we said, could have major consequences in the balance of power in Congress. The Republican majority very, very thin right now, which is why definitely stay tuned. Keep Connecticut's news station on for the next hour, because these votes are being reported very quickly. Things are changing, so we'll have up-to-the-minute updates for you as we continue with our broadcast. Bridget, Sarah.
And incumbents always have the edge in these things, so that'd be really interesting if the upset is pulled off.
Absolutely, yeah. The strength of Corey and the strength of whoever ends up winning, Goldstein or McGuffey, definitely going to matter come November.
All right, Emma, thank you. We'll talk with you in just a little bit. You can get these very latest election results right to your phone. Right now, just text the word election to the phone number on your screen, 860-527-6161. We'll send you a link to check out the latest election numbers as they come into our newsroom. Again, text the word election to the number on your screen.